of the San Diego Polo Grounds in the city of Del Mar. This is the San Diego Surf Cup 2009, featuring in the girls under 13 category, the Colorado Storm Royale and the Slammers FC. So shift colors were underway. I'm Greg GK Porter with Jim on the camera, and going from left to right is going to be the Storm Royale, and from right to left is the Slammers FC. Let's get the lineups for both clubs. For the Storm Royale, they will have number 1 as Maddie Watts, and a forward or midfielder. Midfielder forward. Number 2 is Brooke Tasker. Number 3 at midfielder defender is Alex Vidger. Number 5 at midfield will be Taylor Burrion. Number 8 at defender and midfield is Sarah Glass. Number 10 at forward and midfield is Delaney Sullivan. Number 11 at forward is Karina Perales. Number 9 at midfield is Allie Riggs. And number 12 at midfield is Kat Wood. Number 14 at defender is Tommy Barrett. Number 17 at midfield is Morgan Maroney. Number 19 at defender is going to be Lauren LaRue. And number 20 at defender is Cheyenne Brown. Let's get the lineups for the Slammers FC. They will have as keeper Phoebe Andujar. Number 2 at forward is Devanshi Mehta. Number 5 at outside back is Elise Roach. Number 6 at outside back, and we have a play inside the 18-yard box and a save by the keeper. And number 7 at forward is Zoe Condon. Number 8 at outside mid is Maddie Harrow. Number 9 at attacking mid is J.J. Vogel. Number 12 at midfield is Sydney McCollum. 14 at sweeper, Shelby Brown. 15 at outside back is Brian Motal. Outside mid, Audrey Miner is number 17. Number 21, Margaret Smith is the stopper. 22 at forward is Alba Barrios. Number 13 at forward and mid is Haley Flores. And number 18 is Caden Smith. Now that soccer ball on the near side. Try to get in the attacking third is the Colorado Storm Royale. And that ball served toward the central there by Perales. And now Perales has it again. And darts to the inside. And has a player there intercepted now for the Slammers FC. Corner kick for the Storm. And intercepted by the Slammers right there at the 6-yard box. And they try to push it up further upfield. However, Perales going to switch it to the far side, the left flank, try to get somebody to run onto it there. And they got a whistle, and it's going to be a foul against the Storm Royale. So it's going to be a free kick. And they're on just outside of their own defensive third, the Slammers FC, with about 4 minutes gone so far in the match. Kniefel makes the save. Megan Kniefel, the keeper for the Storm Royale. And you got a whistle, and it looks like it's an offsides call. 0-0 to score in this match. The Colorado Storm Royale, they won the Las Vegas tournament, the Silver State tournament in Las Vegas, and they won their league play, the Colorado Youth Soccer League. On the Slammers side, recently, they won the Irvine Memorial Tournament, and they were semifinalists in the Slammers tournament. That ball going outside on the far side of your picture. Able to have players that we saw from Canada yesterday. And we had a couple of teams that we're involved in from the state of Washington. That was also great to see. Slammers now try to get it toward midfield. 0-0 your score in this match. And Perales going after it for the Storm Royale. Being marked by two players, cuts it back nicely. Toward go toward the central now. The Storm Royale, they're still on a soccer ball now with Sullivan and toward the 18-yard box, but it is pushed out of there by the back. The Slammers FC, the backers getting it out of the play there and on the near side, and Perales ran out of real estate on the near side. Tried to keep it in, but center ref says no. So the Slammers FC out of their own defensive third. Gonna throw it in, try to get something going here. Storm Royale have had most of the possession in the defensive half of the Slammers so far this match. In the center circle with the midfielders doing the work. Out to the wide now. Moltol. The Storm Royale on it now. And Taylor bringing it back to Catwood, and then she was dispossessed, and that ball pushed all the way back to retreating back is Brown. Shy Brown getting it, pushing it up forward. And that touch. Going to be a free kick. A foul against the Storm Royale. Might have errantly missed the name of Taylor Burton. To start it off, inside the box, and a goal! Goal, 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 goal! 1-0. The Slammers FC putting it in the back of the net. There was a flurry of players there on that play, and they were able to rush that 18-yard box and able to get the first goal of the match. And I believe that was number 9, Allison Riggs. We'll check on it at halftime, but for right now, we're going to give Allison Riggs the goal for the Slammers FC. Allie Riggs into the 18-yard box and a shot by the Storm Royale, and it's saved. That time by Andujar, Phoebe Andujar, driving that ball toward midfield. It was intercepted though. Here's Perales. Perales into central, going to take a shot and miss the near post that time. And now toward midfield now as the Storm Royale. Again, as I said, they've had most of the possession in the defensive half of the Slammers FC, but nothing to show for it. Here's a long blast and a goal! Go, 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 go! Corina Perales, and it is 1-1 now. Gave, unfortunately, the credit to one of the players on the Royale, which would have made me think that it was 2-0, but it is 1-1. Perales scoring the first goal for the Storm Royale, and J.J. Vogel scored the goal for the Slammers FC. So there's your proper scoring in the first half. And here's Perales again, driving in, and a nice ball, and a save by Andujar at the last moment. Perales giving a nice ball to the striker down in central, but Andujar able to rob the opportunity of putting it in the back of the net. She came way off her line in order to do it. And as far as she could go, being able to save that soccer ball on the ground and touch it. So it is going to be a throw-in. The Slammers FC, they got a quick counterattack, trying to keep that going. On the offensive mindset here, and the attacking third. They've got a nice ball and a shot and a save that time. Kneffels making a save. And ball goes out of play on the near side. The Slammers FC still hold on to the possession. Brooke Tasker getting it over, or rather take that back. That's Meta throwing it over in the corner to Barrios. And now it is going to be, as it was knocked past the goal line, the player that scored the goal, J.J. Vogel. A corner kick for the Slammers FC. But her goal was answered by Karina Perales, and we're in a 1-1 match here in the first half. Vogel, outswinger, looking for somebody to run onto it, but it's Perales of the old yellow. And the maroon, they get back to it. There's Vogel, a shot, save, and a goal! Meta, Devanshi Meta scoring the goal after a nice service, and she was inside of the 6-yard box, and she gives her ball club a 2-1 lead, and all of a sudden we've had 3 goals scored here in the first half, and we didn't have that happen yesterday here at the San Diego Surf Cup 2009. So my partner Jim seeing a scoring flurry here to 14th minute of this match. On the near side, Sarah Glass on the run. Knocked out, protecting in the space, and so it'll be a throw-in with Karina Perales, who scored the lone goal so far for the Storm Royale. There's plenty of time left in this match for the Storm Royale to try to get the equalizer after they just gave up the go-ahead goal by the Slammers FC. Slammers FC, a wonderful soccer club in the Southern California area, but soccer in Colorado has gone to a major level now as one of the teams making it to the national title. We have a substitution for the Colorado Storm Royale, and that's Tommy Barrett. So Barrett comes into the contest now. And that ball at midfield now. Chasing after it, there is Meta, who scored the goal. And Meta trying to go after it again as it goes out of play. Lastly touched by her. And so now the Storm Royale going to get some fresh players into the contest. And coming into the contest now is Maddie Watts, and Morgan Maroney is into the contest now for the Storm Royale. There's a touch, as you saw there, by McCollum. McCollum getting it over to Minor. Minor in the central. Minor not going to be able to continue on. Routed off that soccer ball, pushed back now, and met it there that time with Smith. Margaret Smith to the outside. Got a player there on the right flank toward the 18-yard box, and it's intercepted. Is standing tall at the top of the box was Taylor Burton, and it is now going to be a throw-in. Throw-in for the visitors from Colorado. Down 2-1, but it's still in the first half of this match. Here to San Diego Surf Cup 2009. We're going to try to get it going down the left flank there. Colorado with the run of Delaney Sullivan. And that ball into defensive third, pushing it up. Collecting it there was Vidger. And a drive, and that's going to be wide of the near. You get to see all the concessions, the many concessions that are here as a part of the Surf Cup every year. And in your picture, you also see a second white tent that has not been there before. So when you walk in, it's nice and cool, and it just creates that second part of the ambiance of the best walking into this multi-field scenario here at the San Diego Polo Grounds. San Diego's best tournament here in youth soccer, as now on that soccer ball, Haley Flores, and pushing it out to the wide. But lastly, touched by the Slammers FC, so it's now going to be a throw-in by the Storm Royale. However, intercepted. Meta trying to go after it from an attacking position. She wins it and takes a shot at the same time, but it's going to be wide. Beautiful individual play by Meta, and she beat the defender and was able to take a shot. Didn't fool around, just took the shot. Sometimes you get lucky and somebody's slashing into the box, and you might be able to get a redirect into the back of the net. And now on a soccer ball, Vogel has scored one of the goals with Meta, who scored the other one. Try to continue on an 18-yard box. They got another runner in the box now. And a save on the side of the corner of the net. Megan Neefel making a save. That ball goes out of play. Lastly, touchdown by the Slammers FC. Chasing it down, Taylor Burton. Burton's going to get this goal kick going in a match that is 2-1. Slammers FC. Newport Beach Base Club. Ziad Curry running the show for them. Glenn Vogel. On a near side. Perales going for it, and Perales will throw it in. The Slammers player goes down. And we'll have some injury time. Unfortunately, in the last match, the injury time got real serious to the point that you do not normally see. We'll take a break. 2-1. Okay, jump ball, and that ball off the 50-50 comes to midfield now. And it goes out to the wide now, where the Storm Royale now continuing to try to push it down toward attacking third, and it's going to be a ball going out of the far side touchline. It'll be a throw-in.
It's not rocket time. Okay, let's go. Over.
Go Yellow! Go Storm!
The Slammers from their own defensive third. And off the 50-50, trying to get to it, but Taylor Burton in there works it out of there. And the Slammers FC keeping it from going any further, and they push it up forward across midfield. It goes out. The Storm Royale will throw it in on the far side. Trying to keep it going that time, but it could not, as both teams is trying to, from both flanks, trying to get something going here And they throw it in to the far side, and now they've got a runner toward that 18-yard box. Standing tall at the corner of the 18-yard box is the Storm Royale, not allow the Slammers to go any further. Zoe Condon was making a move, and they wouldn't allow her inside the box. Towards midfield, but the Slammers FC still having the possession, the defensive half. And now they have to retreat back as the Storm Royale work a counter towards Perales, and it didn't get there. And there's Perales now. She's dangerous. And the Central, relentless too, as you've seen in this match already. Devanshi Mehta staying with her, marking her. And now Taylor Burton. Mehta has to watch out. A little bit too aggressive on a play. The center ref going to see those things. And players have to watch out, trying to cover for each other. Next thing you know, yellow cards start popping out. And to the far side. As it continues to get physical in this match, we're working our way towards halftime. Both teams have put a total of 3 goals up in this match. We got the 25th minute, but you're going to have injury time in this match.
Come on, man, you gotta move.
Gomez. Said Lawley Gomez. That's it. Delaney Sullivan in that picture. And out to the wide side, you got Maddie Harrow pushing it all the way toward the attacking third. Now trying to run it down to Zoe Condon. It is knocked out of play by the outside player there of the Storm Royale. And it's going to be a substitution now as Colorado wants to get a fresh player in. Kat Wood is going to come into the contest. 2-1, Slammers FC, Newport Baseball Club. Toward the 18-yard box. And interrupted, though, by the Storm Royale, pushing it up to the center circle. But they win it and push it all the way up toward the 18-yard box for the attacker, Mehta. And she couldn't quite get to it as being marked well. That ball pushed out of the near side touchline. Mehta trying to chase it down again. And doesn't have to worry about that. Can throw it in as it was knocked down by the Storm Royale. And that's the end of the first half of action. With a score, a very high-scoring first half. 2 for the Slammers FC, 1 for the Colorado Storm Royale. Stick with us, and you'll see what the coaches are saying to their players at halftime for adjustments, and then we'll be right back here at the San Diego Surf Cup 2009. Change of keepers for the Slammers FC as they have Corinne Marsh. Corinne Marsh now is the keeper in the second half, as Andujar giving up 1 goal. And out to the wide now as Meta, and that ball goes past the goal line. Proper pronunciation for the keeper, as did the work at halftime, is Megan Knefel. Had different things given to me at the start of the match. And now we got it straight for the second half. Going to be a throw-in for the Slammers FC. Towards that 18-yard box, and a keeper coming out and making a save. Megan doing a fine job going to her knees, keeping this match close. And there is Meta now, pushing it up forward for a striker along the left flank. Now the service, but there's plenty of the yellow there. The Royal, the Storm Royal. If I said Royale, it is not correct. It is the Royal, Colorado Storm Royal. Maddie Watts, and retreating back, Sydney McCullum. That ball going out of play in the far side touchline, so Colorado's going to throw it in. Trying to get the equalizer here in the second half on another gorgeous day up here in the city of Del Mar, where the surf meets the turf across the freeway, the Interstate 5 here in San Diego County. The race track over there going until September. Big races up here in the city of Del Mar, the San Diego Polo Grounds of the San Diego Surf Cup. Odine into the corner. The Royal trying to do something there in the box, but could not. Here's Meta trying to push it up the field. She's been dangerous as an offensive attack, and now they win that soccer ball. And here's the other player on the Royal, and she takes a shot, and that is Perales. Save that time, and Corinne Marsh gets her first save of the match. Nice save, but a nice shot there by Perales. Trying to get that equalizer, team down by 1. Try to get a through ball that time, looking for Tasker. She didn't get it. Goes to the outside, and looks like Sarah Glass is going to throw it in for the Storm Royal. And a nice flick on to the interior.
Gotta get it to her.
As Alex Widger went outside, and now they still are on it. The Storm Royal looking for a through ball, and they have Perales. Perales shoots to the goal! Go, 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 go! Line! 2-2. And Perales showing her ability to slash into the box, find a soccer ball, and put it in the back of the net. And now it is an even score again, as Karina Perales has 2 goals now in this match. And now we get it started. Slammers a great soccer club. You don't think they're going to quit. They're going to continue on. They say if you want to play a high-scoring ball game, we're going to continue to try and put it in your back of the net. So this turning out to be a fantastic match here in the day 3 action. The kind of stuff that gets you the championship of the Surf Cup. When you play today, that's what it's about. Into the box, a header, and a serve at the last moment to her right. How did she find a soccer ball? But Knefel finding the soccer ball, as numerous players were in a 6-yard box, but she was able to find it, and they had the right idea, the Slammers FC, to try to hit it right past her, but it wasn't enough. And so we're still at 2-2. And now they've got a counterattack going now. And you know the ever-dangerous Perales. She's all alone again and sets it up. And a save by Marsh.
Take another touch and dribble. Fine. Okay.
And obviously the Slammers FC defenders are having a hard time with Marsh. But here goes the other way, the counterattack for the Slammers FC. Trying to take a shot and a save that time. As Zoe Condon a bid. Both teams going up and down the field, trying to put it in the back of the net. Condon had beat the defenders, but did not have enough speed to continue on toward the net and get a real hard shot on the keeper. And they were able to catch up with her at the last moment, the deep back, and she had to deliver that shot. And it wasn't as tough as it might well have been. But on the other side, Perales does have that speed, and she's going to continue to create problems for the Slammers FC defenders here in this girls under 13 match. Hopefully you're watching this one, either here at the field or at least if you get a chance to get this DVD, you're going to enjoy this one. 2-2 match. It'll be a throw-in. The fourth different cameraman that I've had in this tournament this year, and Jim Costa being able to enjoy a good one today. Here in the 8th minute of the second half, out to the wide of the 18-yard box, and they have to defend now in their own 18-yard box. Do the Royal, and they do. Well, let's see what it is. Perales, for a second there, you almost thought that she was just going to be able to go unmarked all the way down the field. But that was not going to be the case. But you see that she is a player on that left side, that left flank that's creating problems. Got plenty of speed, will retreat back at support, but gives it away this time. Gives it over to Condon for the Slammers. Condon trying to keep on. Zoe Condon gives it back to Miner, and that ball is going to go past the goal line. Audrey Miner didn't have enough length on the soccer ball, and no problem for the keeper that time in Knafel. And so Megan sets it up for Cat Wood off the corner of the 6-yard box. As I mentioned at the outset of this match, Colorado soccer has become really good now. Things have changed over the years, and they nearly got a national champion out of Lancaster, Massachusetts over this week. I believe that team got to the final. I believe it was a boys team. Could have been a girls team, but either way, they represented Colorado and nearly pulled off the national championship. And we're going to give a little bit of credit to the one LA County team, Orange County team, and one from San Diego County that won a national championship this week. And towards the defensive third now, as the Royal trying to protect. And they will have an opportunity, as lastly touched off by the Slammers FC, to get the goal kick going here. We got some wind going, as you've noticed, lengthwise across the field, going from left to right in your picture. In the 10th minute, and a save by Knafel.
We have to get somebody in front of that. She can't receive that.
And Knafel's been strong as a keeper. Come off her line and made saves. And Zoe Condon is putting a lot more pressure now on the defenders. But at the same time, they have to be careful because they give up an opportunity by this speedy fleet of foot, Karina Perales. Back the other way now toward the central of the 18-yard box, but plenty of time and space here for Megan Knafel, and she has it. Goes off to the right flank. And of course, if you're the midfielders and defenders, you're saying, yeah, go to the right. Keep it away from that flurry on the left that's coming at me. But that doesn't mean that Karina Perales will not roam over toward that right side. You've seen her down to Central to help out and support. And Royal now, they bring it to midfield. There's Perales into Central. And it's not just a player that could score, but she also could deliver a pass. And she gets away from two players, and then trying to make a play there was McCullum. McCullum had a hard time. Here's Perales with a speed. Perales and nearly fouled in the box. Came close that time. Luckily for Minor, she did not foul her in the box. It would have been a penalty shot. But she was able to not put too much on it and able to deflect that ball past the goal line. And Karina Perales now will take the corner kick, the CK to set piece. Lauren LaRue into the contest for the Royal of Colorado. The bending ball, the outswinger. They've got players there, but can't get a subsequent touch. Zoe Condon in her own defensive third. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Slammers FC. 2-2 match you're watching here, and the girls under 13. Obviously an important match to win, because if you win, you're still in the running to win the tournament here. Today is a day when you can't afford to tie, you can't afford to lose specifically. You need to win. Missed header that time. Or actually, maybe it was intentional, looking for Zoe Condon. And Condon not able to run it down. But it's down to Central, and it goes right past the goal line. But she put it right down to Central, and the Slammers were coming down to Central with a player, and were able to intercept the soccer ball and put it right back at her, but it wasn't quite accurate enough. 2-2 to score. Taylor Burton now teeing it up. Last match for me of the Surf Cup in the first week, and it is a good one. And on the near side, it's going to be a throw-in. Slammers FC going to throw it in, but players coming in. Allison Riggs comes into the contest. Toward the near side, it goes out of play. It is going to be a throw-in for the Slammers FC. About 11 minutes or so left to play in this match. Both teams been working hard. The Royal had the early lead. Kat Wood is going to come into the contest. Remember, any of the players that we mentioned throughout this contest, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball if I didn't mention it before. Trying to get the header of the Slammers FC. They've done that before. And now on that soccer ball is McCullum. McCullum keeps it as she reduces the size of the field. She was the deep back, but inside the defensive half of the Storm Royale. And that ball winds up on the foot of Haley Flores into the box, and it just goes past the goal line. Nearly almost got past the keeper, Knafel, into the back of the net. But not that time. J.J. Vogel has already scored one of the two goals. Maida has scored the other one for the Slammers FC. Here's the set piece. Always big offensive plays in a world of soccer. And it is intercepted by a number of players, but it's still in the box. Slammers FC still trying to keep the offensive attack going as they're in that attacking third. And it's going to be a foul. Brown the foul. Slammers FC. Free kick for the Royal. The Storm Royal now. The Storm Royal of Colorado. The free kick in their own half. Off of a bounce. All the way up to Maroney, but intercepted by the same number in Minor down the right flank. And it is going out of play off of the Storm Royal. Going to be a throw-in for the Slammers FC. Toward the 18-yard box, looking for Condon. Did not get it, and Condon to foul. So it is now going to be a free kick off the foul. Substitution, Sarah Glass coming into the contest. Glass now trying to get to it. Perales gets to it. Perales trying to help out Glass. That ball goes out of play on the near side. And it was lastly off of the Slammers FC as Perales throws it in. Trying to get a teammate to run onto it. That's Sullivan, and it's knocked out of play. On the near side, knocked out by the Slammers FC. Girls under 13 match time. 2-2. Karina Perales throws it in the 17th minute. Maybe about 7 or 8 minutes left to go. They want to switch it as Perales does. Trying to get somebody over. Maida touched it and then dropped it back to Roach. Elise Roach. And outside, it is knocked out of play now, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the Slammers FC at midfield. And a whistle, and that's going to work against the Storm Royal. So Colorado's going to give up a free kick inside their own half. And obviously later in the game, you don't want that. The Slammers FC, though, have an opportunity here. Directed toward the 18-yard box. Burton, a nice intercept. The Storm Royal now trying to get it out of their own half, and they do. The Perales had a nice ball down the central. Here is the Lady Sullivan. Sullivan on the run, Selene a challenge, and a whistle. It is outside the 18-yard box, but they'll get a free kick. Beautiful ball that time by Karina Perales. Right there to Sullivan on the run, and she was able to put pressure on her deep back defender to stop her, the sweeper in that play, and gives them an opportunity here for a free kick.
Unbelievable. That's a red card. Go, get in there.
Fortunately for the Slammers, it was just outside the 18-yard box. Otherwise, it would have been a penalty shot. Here's Karina Perales on the low side, intercepted, but another shot deflected into the box. Still.
Hey.
And it was an offsides call.
Trina, did she give her a card of any sort? Trina, any yellow card or anything? She's the last defender, 1v3, no card? In the air, no.
Going to be a free kick now in a 2-2 match. Gotta be inside, about 5 minutes left to go. The win going in the favor of the Slammers FC. Get it up in the air, and that ball is going to keep flying. Now off the collision, but here's Sullivan in the central. Draws it back now to Taylor Burton. Burton still on a soccer ball. Burton trying to find a teammate and does. Maddie Watts. Watts in the central. Maddie back to Taylor. Burton. Burton out to the wide looking for two teammates there, and it didn't get there. So Zoe Condon comes back in support, and that ball goes out of play off the Storm Royal. And now on it is Minor on the near side. And it's going to be a throw-in. The Storm Royal throwing it in. Audrey Minor, though, in the space. Looking for Condon. Condon after it. Zoe Condon. Condon to the outside of the box. Condon trying to draw it back. Condon still on the soccer ball. And it's going to be out of play. But lastly, touchdown by Colorado Storm Royal. As Colorado trying to get some fresh players into the contest. It's going to be a throw-in now. Sidney McCollum. Right there, and McCollum up in the air, and it just couldn't get anybody in the box to touch it. As Maida was in the area but could not get to it, and another teammate was there, but they just couldn't get to that soccer ball. Nice service into the box, and late in the game, big time. And it's another corner kick. Another corner kick for the Slammers FC. Can they make good on these set pieces late in a match and try and get the victory? The bending ball, the outswinger, it rides around. They almost got a touch on the far post. Oh, they almost got one in the far post and almost put it in the back of the net. Nearly, but just not this time. So the Storm Royal now averting a situation there. Maybe the very best and last chance for the Slammers FC. Down within about 3 minutes or so. The Storm Royal looking for an opportunity to try to go back down the field. But the Slammers FC don't want that to happen. Here's Sidney McCollum. McCollum getting it over to Brown. Brown was possessed. In his central now, Maddie Watts chasing it down there. Along with Haley Flores. And that ball. And an offsides call. It'll be a free kick. Free kick for the Slammers FC now. Toward the 18-yard box, but it was intercepted nicely. And to the outside, here's Maddie Watts. Watts now trying to go after it. And he goes out of play. At least Roach will throw it in. Roach looking for Maida. Devanchi Maida on the outside. And it's going to be a goal kick as ran out of real estate. 2-2. You're watching the girls under 13 here at the San Diego Surf Cup 2009. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with Jim Costa on the camera. 50-50, and it's going to work against the Colorado Storm Royal. And it's going to be a free kick there inside their own defensive half. So the long distance free kick, trying to get it in the box. Standing tall at the top of the box. Here's Perales. Trying to get it over to Watts. Watts now, and she is onside. Got a teammate there, and she's just going to go right by the keeper. In the box. Score! Go, 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 go! Delaney Sullivan on a beautiful individual play had the option of Perales. The Slammers FC, one of the great tournaments names, in a scenario here with just a few minutes left to go, trying to pull themselves out of a 1-goal deficit. Condon intercepts into the corner, the box, and they shoot it out all the way upfield. Maddie Watts support there in the central. Got players trying to support the outside, and the keeper knocked that one past the goal line, and it's going to be a CK. CK for the Slammers FC. J.J. Vogel, who scored one of the goals, trying to tie it up. Her team down by 1 now. This one toward the 6-yard box, knocked out, and they'll get another try at it. And oh, that's gets a double whistle, and that's the end of the match. The Colorado Storm Royal in basically an upset, 3-2 over the Slammers FC. We'll be back with comments. So stick with us. Fantastic match you just witnessed, and we hope you enjoyed all the action in the girls under 13 match here at the San Diego Surf Cup 2009, where you saw the final score on a Delaney Sullivan goal. It was 3-2 in favor of the Colorado Storm Royal versus the Slammers FC. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for Jim Costa on the camera, saying take care of yourself, God bless, and save this one as always on the hard drive.